So here I am with my Nutcracker buddies. This is my Garage Buddy door cover that we put up, and it's about time to take it down. It's been up for about 3 weeks, and this is where it ended up. I didn't bother adjusting the straps. You can see I've got a little bit of a breeze blowing through here right now. We had a couple windstorms come through and it held up really well. You'll see from the other pictures that this strap here moved a little bit, so I've got a little bit more of a gap here. But overall, I didn't touch it after the installation. So I'm going to show you how I installed this Garage Buddy door cover, and then I'm going to show you what I had to do to take it off. So hang in there. We'll be done in a few minutes. This is how the Garage Buddy came delivered. It's got a storage bag, the door cover. Door cover's got a couple of elastic attachments for the bottom. Those are already sewn on. It also comes with some hoops at the top in case you want to hang it on a wall or a fence. This is the Velcro strip at the top. And this is the packing material. It came in a plastic bag and that bag for shipping. It also comes with, well, these are the hooks for the inside. This is the Velcro strip that runs across the top. And we're going to get into that in a little bit. And there's 3 strips here that I haven't seen what those are for. There's nothing in the instructions that I could find. I didn't look at it that close. And here's the instructions. There's 2 methods. One's quick and easy, and this one here is the hidden Velcro. I'm going to try and do something more like this because I don't want the Velcro to show on the outside after I take this off after the holidays. And the instructions really aren't going to make a lot of sense unless you watch a video such as mine, or the Garage Buddy video is not too bad either. Now, I had previously measured my garage door and it's exactly 16 feet, so I ordered the Garage Buddy for the 16-foot door. We want to keep the strip underneath the weather stripping on the outside, so I got to look for, this door is relatively new, so I've got to make some marks out here so I can see where I've got to keep the Velcro above. So I want to make sure that the Velcro is underneath the weather stripping. So I'm going to put a couple pencil marks on here just to give me an idea of where that's at. Okay, I've got the garage door up, and here's the Velcro strip. There's my pencil mark. And if I don't want the Velcro to show, then the Velcro is going to hang off the edge of the top of the door a little bit. I'll try to wrap that around and see if it sticks. So I've got to clean up to that pencil line and then stick the Velcro on. As I said, the door's pretty clean because it's fairly new. So I'm just going to use some window cleaner. Clean the face, and I'm going to clean the very top. I could actually wrap it around the top a little further, about 50-50 on the face and 50% on the top of the door. I've got quite an edge here. The only thing on the top edge of the door is dust. So, got the Velcro on. Got 50% of it over the top, or over the top edge, and 50% on the face. So that will be hidden after you take the cover off. Velcro stays on the garage door. and it'll be hidden behind the weather stripping so you can't see it. So that should work out pretty good. Now, next thing we're going to do is throw the cover on the door, and they say to have it halfway open or whatever, but I've got the garage door all the way open, and I'm just going to throw it up there right now. I don't want it to slide off the roof while I'm trying to get it hooked up. Well enough, probably should have done a little alcohol because it is popping up on a couple of spots. But there you can see the top of the door. So I'm going to start laying this up right on the edge of the end of the door here on the side. And it'll stick pretty easy. The Velcro strip on the cover is narrower than the strip on the door, so all the Velcro is actually going on the top of my door. So I've got the cover stretched out across the top of the door, kind of as far as I could reach. So I'm going to go ahead and try and close the garage door and see if it'll slip through the crack and fall on the outside. It's catching on some boards up there. So I've got the cover draped on the outside of the door, and I'm going to connect up the elastic bungee cords. So we'll run the bungee cord through between these two brackets and hook it on the second hinge. It's got quite a bit of stretch. I might snug that up a little bit more. There it is. That's stretched out pretty nice. I don't see any wrinkles. This one here is actually behind the weather stripping. It could get pulled this way. You can see a little bit of the garage door on this side. But I'm betting if we go up and down a couple times, that'll get stretched and fitted. It's a little short in the bottom, but that's mostly because I hung it over the top of the door, and so that doesn't bother me at all. But man, this is a pretty nice looking door. So that's how I installed my Garage Buddy cover. Pretty pleased with the results. We'll see what time tells us about how long it lasts. We've got about 2 weeks to Christmas. We'll leave it up for another week, and then we'll put it away for the summer. I hope that helped you. Thanks for watching. Well, I think I could take my Garage Buddy off without actually taking the car out of the garage. What we're going to do is unhook these straps here. And once again, I didn't have them very tight. I'll let those hang. Then I'm going to let the garage door down so I can just reach the top and unzip the Velcro. So the Velcro is only stuck on the top here. And the only thing holding it up now is the weather stripping. So if I open the garage door just a little bit, it should all just drop off. Well, maybe not. And there it is. So the hardest part about this is getting this folded back up to fit into that little storage pouch. So thanks for watching.